Good morning, dear students. In today's class, we are going to study about the meaning of family, the types of family, and what is the importance of family, and what are the characteristics of nuclear family, and what are the characteristics of joint family. Dear children, hopefully you have an idea about the family. What is the meaning of family? What are the characteristics of family? And what are the types of family? Especially in sociology, we will study about, in sociology, we should study about the meaning of family. This is first chapter. Family is the first chapter, right? In sociology, the first chapter is family. What is the meaning of family? Next, what are the types of family? Then, what are the characteristics of patriarchal family and what are the characteristics of joint family? And the importance of family. In this session, we are going to study about these all important aspects related to family, right? Dear students, let's take a look at the first chapter in family. Look at this picture. Here, in this picture, we see father, mother, and their children. This is family, right? Let's take a look at one more time to this picture. In this picture, we find father, mother, and their children, right? Now, let's move on to the next important aspect, meaning of family. After that, we will study about types of family. After that, we will study about characteristics of family. After that, characteristics of joint family. Right. Now, dear children, let us understand the meaning of family. What is the meaning of family? See, before that, let's take a look at the role of family in our society. See, man has formed many social institutions to fulfill his basic needs. Family is the most important one among these institutions. Though family is a small institution of the society, it is said that family is a small institution of the society. Dear children, hopefully you understand this important topic in a good manner. Right. See, now let us think about the word family. See, the word family is derived from the Latin word famulus, which means to son. Did you understand? The word family is derived from the Latin word famulus, which means to son. Family is derived from means the word family has come from the Latin word famulus, which means to serve. What is the meaning of serve? The main objective of the family is to fulfill the basic needs of the family members. Do you understand? Now, here, the meaning of family is here, dear students, try to understand. Family means the living together of husband and wife with children. Family means the living together of husband and wife with children or without children. It's called family. Tell you one more time. Family means the living together of husband and wife with children or without children. This is about the meaning of family, right? Dear students, now let us think about the types of family. Let's study about types of family. What are the types of family? There are three types of family. When it comes to family, we see there are three types of family. What are those three types of families? First one is matriarchal family, patriarchal family, and the last one, modern nuclear family. There are three types of families. We find three types of families in our society. One is matriarchal family, second one is patriarchal family, the third one is modern nuclear family. These are the types of families. Right. And now, let's move on to the characteristics of family. Dear students, try to understand what are the characteristics of family? What characteristics does the family have? See, the first characteristic of family is universal. Yes, children. See, the first characteristics of family is universal, right? It is the basic unit for all social activities. Family is first universal. This is first characteristic. The second characteristic is it is the basic unit. Family is universal. Wherever you see, wherever you go, you see, we see family is everywhere. Not only in India, you can go to any country, you can see families. Right? In Indian society or in foreign society, wherever you visit, and wherever you go, you can find family, right? You can find the families in our society or in other countries' societies. So, family is universal, right? The second characteristics of the family is it is the basic unit of all social activities. Maybe economic activities, maybe political activities, maybe social activities. All activities come under family, right? And the third one characteristics of family is continuous responsibility and social responsibility. Dear children, the third characteristic of family is continuous responsibility and social responsibility. Every family or the family has its own responsibility and social responsibility. See, continuous responsibility. Every family member has its own responsibility. The family gives a lot of responsibility to its family members. Every family has its own responsibility. Family gives its responsibility to its family members to achieve something or to develop it. Simply, it can't give the service to the family members. It has its own responsibility, it has its own social responsibility. The family teaches its family members how to adopt or how to cooperate or how to adjust with the neighbors, how to adjust with the family members, and how to adjust with the other people. Right. So family has its own responsibility, continuous responsibility and social responsibility. And the next one characteristic of family is bringing up and nurturing. See, the family is one more characteristic is bringing up children and nurturing them. So the family does such work within its limits. And one more characteristic of family is it teaches social behavior. See, these students try to understand in the topic or in the chapter family, we are learning about the characteristics of family. The one more characteristic of family is family teaches social behavior. I mean, family teaches social behavior to its family members so that they come outside and they mingle with the society and they behave properly. And the family members, the moment they go outside and they move with social behavior, they have social behavior and communicate with the people without hurting or without disturbing the people. So the family teaches social behavior and at the same time it teaches how to adjust with the society, how to adjust with the people, how to adjust with the neighbors. And one more characteristic of family is it instructs the tradition. See, tradition, every family has its own traditions and customs and religion. The family teaches its members to follow its tradition, its customs, and its religion. So every family has its own tradition, customs, and religion. According to the traditions, according to the custom, according to the culture, the family teaches its members about its tradition, about its religion, about its culture, about its functions. These are all the characteristics of family. Hopefully, you have understood the characteristics of family. Right. Yes, students. Let's move on to the next topic, types of family. What are the types of family? In this session, we are studying about types of family. Sometime back, I told you there are three types of families. The first one is matriarchal family. The second one is patriarchal family. The third one is modern nuclear family. Dear children, now we should think about matriarchal family. What is the meaning of matriarchal family? Or what do you mean by what is the meaning of matriarchal family? What is the meaning of patriarchal family? And what is the meaning of modern nuclear family? We need to understand the meaning of the three families. One is patriarchal family, two patriarchal family, third one modern nuclear family. Okay. Now let's think about the meaning of patriarchal family. What is patriarchal family? After that, we should know about the meaning of patriarchal family. After that, we should know about the meaning of modern nuclear family. Dear children, let's move on to the matriarchal family. What is matriarchal family? What is the nature of the matriarchal family? Let us think about it. Let us study about it. Dear children, now you take a look at the matriarchal family. This is the image of matriarchal family. See, here in this picture, you find mother. Mother plays vital role. Mother plays prominent role in this family. Father has less importance in this family. Mother has a supreme power. Mother has full powers. Mother has full powers. Mother has everything. Mother plays a vital role in this family, matriarchal family. Matriarchal family. See, in this family, the right of the property and the successorship belongs to the woman. See, in this family, the right of the property and successorship belongs to the woman. The right of the property passes on from the mother to daughter. It is practiced in coastal areas of Karnataka and north coastal areas of North Karnataka and tribal communities in North India. We see such type of the matriarchal family. We see such families, a matriarchal family in coastal areas. In coastal areas, Karnataka and northeast. We find such type of the communities in such type of the community. We find such type of the matriarchal family in tribal communities. Northeast of India. We find such type of the communities in northeast of India, especially in tribal communities. Dear children, now we have understood that in the matriarchal family, mother plays vital role. The property and successorship belongs to the woman. Okay, we know that. And one more, the right of the property passes on from the mother to daughter. When we know that, when we come to know that there is no mother in such family, then the daughter, the property and successorship passes on from mother to daughter. Okay, from mother to daughter, the property passes from mother to daughter. We find such things in the matriarchal family. Right. And now, let's move on to the next type of the family, is patriarchal family. Patriarchal family. Dear students, what is the meaning of patriarchal family, or what is patriarchal family? You need to understand. Okay? In matriarchal family, mother plays vital role. Mother's property and successorship belongs to her. Once she loses her life, then the property passes on to her daughter, not other person. When it comes to patriarchal family, father plays vital role. Father plays vital role or prominent role when it comes to patriarchal family. Right. When it comes to patriarchal family, father plays vital role. See, in this family, father is the head of the family. When it comes to matriarchal family, mother is the head of the family. When it comes to patriarchal family, father is the head of the family. The property and other rights are centered around men. In patriarchal family, we find or we see the property and other rights are fully centered around men, not women people. We find or we see such type of the things in patriarchal family. Right. In this family system, the eldest son has the prominent role in the religious ceremony. See, eldest son. In patriarchal family, nowadays we see in India, patriarchal family. We find in India, we see patriarchal family. In Indian society, we see or we find patriarchal family. Here, father is the head of the family. And then when father passes away, next his property passes on to eldest son and other children. Here in patriarchal family, we see the property and all rights are centered around men people but not women people. We see such things in patriarchal family. Dear students, till now we have studied about matriarchal family. Till now we have studied about patriarchal family. Till now we have studied about the characteristics of the family and the meaning of the family. Now let's move on to the next type of the family, that is, say, modern nuclear family. See, this is modern nuclear family. What is the meaning of modern nuclear family, or what is modern nuclear family? Okay, try to understand what is modern nuclear family. Till now we have understood the meaning of matriarchal family. Till now we have understood the meaning of patriarchal family. Now it's time for us to know about modern nuclear family. What do you mean by modern nuclear family? Nuclear family means divided family, where in 21st century children, wherever you go, you see modern nuclear family. I mean divided families, not undivided families. Sometimes we come across undivided families, I mean joint families. But most of the time we see nuclear family. Nuclear family means divided family. In divided family, I mean in nuclear family, we see only father, mother, and children, but not grandfather, grandmother. Okay, like this. Oh, here, family that consists of father, mother, and unmarried children as members is called as nuclear family. See, in this picture, you can see father, mother, and their children. This is purely nuclear family. In this picture, you can't find grandfather and grandmother, because this is purely nuclear family. When it comes to joint family, you can see grandfather, grandmother, and father, mother, and their children. That is joint family. When it comes to nuclear family, you can see only these people. These people here means father, mother, and children. This is purely about a nuclear family. I mean modern nuclear family. In 21st century, almost all nuclear families. We see almost all nuclear families in our society, except a few joint families. Okay. Dear students, now let us study about silent futures of nuclear family. Silent futures of nuclear family. Or what are the characteristics of nuclear family? How do you, dear children, now tell me, how do you identify this is nuclear family, this is joint family? I mean divided family, undivided family. How do you identify? On what basis do you identify this is nuclear family, this is joint family? On the basis of the characteristics, we can judge. On the basis of the characteristics, we can judge this is joint family, this is nuclear family. Now, let us study about silent futures of a nuclear family. Right. See this, the first characteristic of nuclear family is small in size. Right. Small in size, simple social control, more freedom to the members, and favors modern technology and complexity. These are the futures, silent futures of nuclear family. I mean, characteristics of nuclear family. Usually, nuclear families, when you find nuclear family, it is small in size and simple social control. Nuclear family has usually small in size. It has simple social control, and it gives more freedom to its members. And it gives its children, it provides its children modern technology and one more complexity. These are the silent futures of nuclear family. Dear students, let's move on to the next family, joint family. What do you mean by joint family? This is joint family. See, what is joint family, or what do you mean by joint family? Can you see joint family in our society, or in Indian society, or abroad, or in foreign societies? Till today, in village, we see joint families. Sometimes in cities, we see some joint families. But most of the time, we see nuclear families. Right. Here, the meaning is here. The meaning of joint family is here. See, it normally consists of grandfather. In this picture, we see grandfather. In this picture, we see grandmother. He is grandfather. He is, she is grandmother, and their children. Here, their children. And their grandchildren. Here, grandchildren. Okay, grandchildren. Grandchildren. It generally consists of a group of blood relatives. Dear students, try to understand the meaning of joint family. Or joint family means it normally consists of grandfather, grandmother, their children, grandfather, grandmother, and their children, and their grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. It generally consists of a group of blood relatives. This is our joint family. Nuclear family is different, joint family is different. In nuclear family, we find only father, mother, and children, or sometimes without children. When it comes to joint family, we can see grandfather, grandmother, their children, and their grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. It usually, or it generally, consists of a group of blood relatives. Dear students, hopefully you have understood the meaning of joint family, and you have understood the difference between nuclear family and the joint family. Okay, on what as I told you, on what basis can you identify, or on what basis do you identify the difference, or this is joint family or the nuclear family? On what basis to identify this is joint family or this is nuclear family? As I told you, we should focus on the characteristics of joint family and nuclear family. We can identify on the basis of the characteristics. We can identify the joint family and nuclear family. Right? Hopefully, you have understood the meaning of joint family and the meaning of nuclear family. Right? And after that, let's move on to the next one is characteristics of joint family. Okay, hopefully you have enjoyed this the image of joint family. Okay, and you have understood the characteristics of you have not understood the characteristics of joint family. Before that, you have understood the meaning of the nuclear family and its characteristics. Its features. Now, let's move on to the characteristics of joint family. See, dear children, what are the characteristics of joint family? Okay, in our society, can you see joint families in our society, or can you see joint families in your respective villages or in your respective areas? Joint families. See, the first characteristic of joint family is large in size. Joint family is usually large in size. When it comes to nuclear family, small in size. It's a difference. Just to think about the meaning of joint family, the meaning of nuclear family. Nuclear family is small in size. When it comes to joint family is large in size. They are big one. Joint family is a big one because grandfather, grandmother, their children, and grandchildren. You can see a good number of people in joint family. But when it comes to nuclear family, you can find limited people. I mean, father, mother, and their children, or without children. See, uh, we know that joint family is large in size. The second characteristic of joint family is coordination and cooperation. This is coordination and cooperation is the second characteristic of joint family, right? Coordination and cooperation. Usually, in joint family, senior people have the full powers. Senior people, we find senior people, I mean, head of the family, seniors have the full powers. What they direct, what they give the guidance, that is final. Senior people have the right to take decision, but not the juniors. Right? And joint family has coordination and cooperation. I mean, these qualities, these important qualities we see in joint family. Coordination, it maintains, joint family usually maintains coordination and it creates cooperation among the family members. No, we can't find partiality. Sometimes such things happen, but seniors of joint family maintain coordination and cooperation among family members. Dear children, do you follow me? Is that clear? Have you understood? And one more characteristic of a joint family is residence and kitchen. See, residence and kitchen you need to understand. Residence. One home, people live in one home. Residence, kitchen. In joint family, we see only one kitchen. Under one, people live under one roof and they maintain only one kitchen. When it comes to joint family, we find one residence and one kitchen. No separate, no two kitchens. Only we can find one kitchen. Under one roof, they live happily. This is the third characteristic of joint family. Dear children, one more characteristic is religion. See, this is also very, very important. When it comes to the family, religion is also very important. See, what religion or which religion does joint family follow? The family members of the joint family or members of the joint family follow the same religion, same customs, and same traditions. Right? If the joint family follows Hindu religion, the family members also follow Hindu religion. If the joint family follows Christianity, the members of that family follow Christianity. If the joint family follows Islam, the members of that family, the members of the joint family follow Islam. According to the religion, the members follow the religion according to the joint family. Or the characteristic of joint family is a religion. The family members of the joint family follow the same religion but not other religions. Okay, and one more, self-sufficient unit. See, here the next one important characteristic of joint family is self-sufficient unit. The joint family provides basic needs to its family members. Self-sufficient unit. It fulfills. Joint family is nothing but here joint family comes forward which fulfills the basic needs of all family members. So self-sufficient unit. So the joint family has this one more characteristic is a self-sufficient unit. Self-sufficient unit means the joint family provides all basic facilities to its family members. And the structure of authority. See, in joint family, we can see structure of authority. In joint family, seniors have the authority. They have the powers. They have the powers to take their own decision. They don't listen to the juniors. In joint family, we find or we see senior peoples who usually take decisions, who usually take final decisions. Dear students, these are the characteristics of joint family. Okay. Hopefully, dear students, in today's class, we have studied about family. After that, we have studied about the meaning of family and types of families and what are the characteristics of family. After that, what are the types of families and what are the characteristics of nuclear family and what are the characteristics of joint family. Hopefully, children, we have understood the topic family and the importance of family and the meaning of the family, characteristics of family, types of family, and characteristics of nuclear and joint family as well. Okay, thank you, children. Hopefully, we have understood all important aspects.